The Godmother has a series, Griselda, on Netflix. And we have Sofia Vergara playing Griselda in the 6-part Netflix limited series.
Yes, and Sofia Vergara, who looks barely recognizable in the series, is also the executive producer. We have a very talented team behind this series. Yeah. We have Eric Newman, who is the creator of Painkiller here, and also Andrés, reuniting the team behind Narcos and Narcos Mexico.
This series that's based on Griselda's life, it's aimed at showing a humanistic side of Griselda, because Griselda, everyone just knows her as this terror Griselda. So in this series, we see Griselda as a mom and how she came from Colombia to Miami to start afresh her life and build this drug empire, and had people that were on her beck and call. Although fictional, they try to create like a humanistic side to this woman. The first episode saw her, how she escaped, how she built this life. Did she fall in love? I don't think she fell in love, but her relationship with her last husband, her relationship with her children, she having a baby, and how it was not easy for her breaking into a scene that is male dominated. So yeah, that's what this series just aimed at showing us. And when you look at Griselda's case, you see that this series is really far from the person that Griselda is. Personally, I was waiting for a lot of action.
Yes.
I don't know about you, I was waiting for action.
The first 3 episodes and even the last 3 episodes, I was waiting for action. I get that they're trying to establish, okay, they wanted us to see the humanistic side of this woman. So they have to show us how she moved from Colombia. When the series opened, she had a gunshot wound to her tummy and she had to treat it and then move with her children. So where you get that, okay, this woman has children and she's running from her brother-in-law because of what she did in Colombia, coming to Miami. I got that fact. Okay, let's move on. She's trying to create this empire or start this business. Okay, we get that fact. Although it just showed her struggles that, okay, as a woman in this time, a lot of sexism and a lot of people putting her down that, don't do this.
A lot of people not believing in her.
Yes, so we got that part. But I really wish that from episode 3 we got some action to see the things that she really did in Miami, not just beginning and the end. That's how I feel about this series. This series is just how she started and how she ended.
I really enjoyed Narcos. Narcos was a more immersive experience for me. Like, really got to see Pablo Escobar in another light, from his background to his heydays down to his fall. I was expecting that for Griselda, because I don't really know a lot about Griselda's story. I just know her name, and when you talk about her name, Drug Lord. Yes, it's nice. I didn't even know she was the mom of 4, but I just wanted the action. I wanted to see the source, that what made her Griselda. Because to me, after seeing this series, I never really...
they just suggested, they did not really give it to us that, okay, this is why she's feared. This is why she's feared, even though she's a human. We get that, okay, now we're seeing her human side. You feel sympathy for her that, okay, what's going to happen?
I didn't really feel any sympathy, but I just wanted to know why she's feared by everyone.
After seeing that, I was like, okay, how are they going to catch her? But if they had given us something, like I said earlier, if they had given us something that this is what she's doing, I think the series would have been better and a more immersive experience for me.
So Sofia Vergara, what do you think?
I could barely recognize her, so I would say big ups to her. Although I feel like she doesn't look like the real Griselda, so I thought that maybe
obviously she didn't look like the real Griselda.
I thought they were trying to make her look like Griselda, but I just feel like they tried to make her not look like Sofia herself. And I think they did a good job with that.
But I don't like the prosthetics. This might be an unpopular opinion, but even to her lips here, it was obvious that, I don't know, there's a costume in a movie that I've seen this thing, that the face was like that. And that what it reminded me of. And it was really like it was just unbearable for me in a way. I'm like, they should not have gone through the trouble. Like, Sofia who had just played the Griselda like that.
You know, this is for like the first time she's playing a role like this serious. So maybe they don't want people to see her in that light.
No, Sofia is such a good actress.
And this series proved that she's a great actress.
I would have preferred that she acted with her normal face. There was no need, maybe the wigs and something, but especially that nose part, I'm like, no. I don't like this.
I barely recognize her, so I said big ups to the team. It would have been better if she had a little bit of resemblance to the woman.
She spent hours sitting down for that transformation. Big up to the team, but I just thought that it was not really necessary.
Singer Cara J was also in this film.
Yeah, this is her debut acting.
Yes, she played Carla. That character, I don't think that character was so necessary. But she did not do bad.
She did well. I think she was a natural.
Every actor that came on board for this series, they were actually good.
Yes.
The problem here is the story that they were delivering to us.
I just wanted more action.
Yeah, because we already know Tuma is a bad guy. Even though you're trying to make her a human, okay, we get that. At the same time,
is there any scene that made you shift to the edge of your seat, like, okay, what's going on here.
I think towards the end, there was this drug overdose. I think that was the only moment I was like, oh my god, what's going to happen now? But that was towards the end of the series anyway.
The only scene that just really pissed me off, brought out some kind of emotion in me, the scene where Dario, that last husband, was killed. It pissed me off.
I was not surprised that she did that. That's where Sofia really nailed it. Like you could see how she transformed from this woman that's afraid of, oh, will I succeed, or I won't succeed and give my boys a good life, to this woman that already has it all, but she's paranoid. Like, you could see it in her face. One thing I don't like in this series is when she's holding her cigarette like a magical one, godmother. I don't know why the director thought that her doing it like that made any sense, but it should have done it another, I don't know, should have done it in her hand, wave her hand in another way, but I did not like it at all. It was just like, oh, we're trying to show you that, oh, she's playing godmother here. Like, it's
this series, I have to be nice to it because Sofia is in it, and even before it's released, Rotten Tomatoes already gave it a high score and everything, so I just feel like, okay, I'm supposed to like this series.
No.
But this series was just there for me. I could not wait for it to get to the end. Then the last 2 episodes just saved it for me. For those who are wondering, okay, how is this woman connected to Pablo Escobar? It's just really allegedly.
Yes, according to BBC, after learning the ropes of the business in New York City, she became a key player in the drug scene in the 70s in Miami, which also involved Pablo Escobar. While rumors swirled of a possible mentor-mentee relationship, he reportedly feared Griselda. We'll quote him, "The only man I ever feared was a woman named Griselda Blanco."
I'll give it a 3 out of 5. It was just there for me, unmemorable. Like, I can keep on going on and on about Narcos, but for this Griselda, it was just a hunch for me.
I'll give Griselda 3 as well, since they like to play safe. They wanted to be in the middle, just showing us the front and the back. So let me put them in the middle here. 3 stars for them. Great acting, great production, but the story is the problem here. So if you have seen Griselda, tell us what you think about the story in the comment section.
Do not forget to like our video, share, and subscribe to our channel.
Goodbye.